Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkes, and today's FabriChat.
Good morning.
Hi.
It's the Maisie Show. We used to call it FabriChat.
We know why you're all here.
I know we do. Who is it that said, she is distractingly cute. I try to listen to you. And then everybody else says, I can see why you don't get anything done. No, we do not. No, she is distractingly cute. So we did, Monday, we did
our live
YouTube thing. And I didn't ask afterwards, because here's the thing that happened afterwards, is that the entire time during it, I don't know if you guys could hear the thunder, but we kept saying, oh my gosh, there's more thunder, there's more thunder. It was pouring down rain here. And I know a lot of people have gotten floods, I mean, all over. We, know the news, and we feel bad. We watch that, and there's been a lot of rain. And so, so here, not so much a thing here. We don't get that much rain.
And it's weird to have this much rain in August.
Yeah. I mean, we were like 82 degrees day before yesterday without rain.
Yeah.
Not 100. But, so it has been really weird weather. But anyway, so I dashed home right afterwards, and Sam went with me. It's cute Sam in her cute pants and her white shirt. And we dug some ditches to make the water go where we wanted it to go. And we, so anyway, and then we got back, and anyway, weird things happened. So we didn't talk afterwards. But I was wondering, though, how many people were in there with us? A lot?
Yeah, I think at the end of it, the final count was like 830 something.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, there were a lot of people who were tuning in to watch. Some people had commented that said they got in late, but they finished us out, or they came early, but they had to leave, before the hour was up. But I think it was really well received. I think everyone really enjoyed it, and just seeing what we're all up to.
Good. And I never saw a single comment, but I know that you were kind of trying to keep up. But there must have been a lot of comments on that.
There was a lot of questions, a lot of people of where they were from. And all over. There was like 3 people from the UK by the end of it that were hanging out with us. So a lot of people from all over were chiming in and seeing where they were from and chit-chatting with us. So.
Oh, good. I'll have to go back, because now if I go back now,
you can still see
you can see the comments.
You can still see comments, and you can still see the new comments.
Okay, good, because I need to do that. I like to go back, and I like to answer your comments. And if there was a question in there that we just totally missed and didn't see at all, we can go in there and answer that. But it was really kind of nice, because people were asking like sewing questions,
which is fabulous.
Not hey, I mean, I don't know.
We were expecting you guys to ask about different fabric, and I want to see Maisie. Hey, where's Maisie?
I see Maisie.
Hey, where's the baby?
Put that camera back on Maisie. Yeah.
Like me?
Yeah, that's what we thought. Choky. So yeah, that's what we thought. So we had her positioned right, within the camera shot. But anyway, so yeah, you can go back and watch that. But I think we'll probably do that again. I mean, I think that seemed pretty fun, and it was a Monday, so it put us behind a little, but not. I mean, just an hour, which is totally no big deal. So it was pretty easy to do. Wee. And they did get to hear the baby pterodactyl, right?
Yeah, right in the beginning. I think she did it. And we saw it on Sunday box opening. They heard it.
Oh, at the end. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Great sound. We went to, there's a new LDS temple in Moses Lake, and it's going to be dedicated on September 17th. And Denise, who works here, is LDS, and so she had invited us to... So all of us went to see it, to go through it. It's very interesting, very, very beautiful. And we took Maisie with us, of course.
She did really good. We didn't have any scary noises or,
We were in some room. What was it? The reflection room or something?
Yeah, it was really pretty, and we're all in there just
and our guide wasn't talking because you're just supposed to reflect.
Yeah, and it was quiet. And then she realized that she could echo. And she
woo!
Yeah. She goes, ooh. And then she looks at me and looks at Nana and ooh. And she got louder and louder. And then all of a sudden the door's open. It's like, yeah, we gotta get out.
Yeah, get out. This is not the woo-woo room.
It's a baby. But otherwise, she did really good. I think she enjoyed watching and seeing everybody and seeing all the other kids. I mean, there were so many kids touring it also. So I think she enjoyed every once in a while seeing kids walk through hallways and doorways.
Yeah. She did. She was good.
Yeah, they're doing, if you're a local and you want to go see it, they're letting general public go in until the 19th.
17th.
I thought it was the 19th.
Oh, maybe. 19th of this month, and then
Yes.
that gives them a month
so
to clean it.
August 19th is the last day for tours. Denise said that they are doing tours Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. every single day. You do not have to know a member of the church to go see it. You can just arrive at the church and they do a quick little tour. They get you a little tour guide in a group. They do about every 10 minutes, and then they'll walk you across the temple. You put little booties on. It took us probably an hour. It was really fast. So we had not realized it was even an hour long, but very well organized. Ask whatever questions, see a couple videos.
Yeah, it was really nice.
You see the time lapse of the construction that I thought was like super
that was
cool.
super interesting.
Yeah, so it's really cool. So if you're interested, it was just really cool. And of course, there was like no pressure. I mean, there wasn't anybody at the end of it who are wanting you to.
Not like the Baptists do.
Yeah. It was like that.
We did that in our church all the time.
I loved it that they were just very excited and could not wait to share this temple with everybody else. So I'm actually going to go tonight with Nola.
Oh, good.
Robert's grandma is part of the church, and she is getting old and frail and would need help going. So I called her and said, hey, are you going? What's the plan? She was teary-eyed on the phone. Was so glad I went, and so glad I was willing to take her. I said, we'll take you. I said, you can get a wheelchair the whole time.
Super nice.
So yeah, I'm going to take her. So
such a good granddaughter-in-law.
So I'm going to make Robert stay home with the babies. He doesn't really want to go, and that's okay. So he can watch the kids, and me and her can go. Brittany and Paulina might come with us, but their schedule's a little crazy, so.
Super nice.
We'll see, but yeah, so I'm going to take Grandma so she can see the temple. Why the general public can get in.
I think the other thing that I need to tell our Baptist minister about that we do totally wrong, that the Mormon church does totally right, is that what happens in our church is that, we ask for volunteers. Who can help us? We're going to have a yard work day. We're going to clean the kitchen. We're going to,
a community work day.
There's a community, whatever. Or, if there's something that somebody in the congregation needs, and we're going to get a work party together or whatever. But they ask for volunteers. Well, that's the way that you do it, right? Yeah. And so it's always the same people that help, and that's okay. That's all okay. That's not how the Mormons do it. You are called to service. Mm-hmm. It's like, wait, what? What does that mean? She says, well, my name was called, and so I have to work in the laundry 4 hours a week for the next, 4 years. Yeah. And she's thankful to do it, happy to do it. And I was telling Dad this, and he goes, oh, yeah, some guy that he works with, he is called to clean the church for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
And they just do it. They don't even, you're not asked, you're called to do it. You're called to do this service. And it's like, man, we are doing it wrong.
They have it totally going on. So Denise was thrilled to show us where the laundry was. Our tour guide, Denise, had said, oh my gosh, I'm going to work here, and I'm super excited. He was very excited for her.
Yeah.
I mean, it was amazing.
They're such nice people.
They are. They really are.
Everybody there was happy to see us, all smiles.
They had all the kids in there helping do the booties, really holding doors open, if someone needed a hand to hold. Mm-hmm. And what's really cool is they made everything 100% wheelchair accessible. Yeah. There was not a single stair. A single step, a single nothing.
Right.
It was fantastic. Anybody of all ages can get in there.
Right. Yeah. Really nice.
So if you're around local, coming through in the next week and a half, it's worth going. There's something, if you're not Mormon, you're never going to get back in it. You have to be part of the church.
You don't get to go in.
You have to be part of the church and referred to even go in there. So
referral room. I couldn't remember the name of that room. I kept telling Dad when we were talking last night. I said, I think it was called the recommendation room or something. You have to be recommended. Referral.
But what was really cool, what they did is in the referral room, it's essentially a little receptionist desk. You cannot make it past her unless you have this slip of paper that says you can go past her. But there is a waiting room for us normal folk that are not part of the church. So if if Nola ever wants to go to the temple again and needs a ride, I can take her and I can be on the temple grounds and in this waiting
dirty room.
Yes. in the waiting room, so while she does whatever she would like to do in the temple, I can either sit in my car, go do errands, hang out in the temple grounds, which is beautifully landscaped, or sit in this waiting room and wait for her to come through the doors. Yeah. So I thought they did a fabulous job, and it was a fantastic tour. So
it really was. It was
really nice. We were really excited that Denise decided to all take us on Monday.
Invited us.
Yeah, it was pretty fantastic.
Her friends.
Yeah,
it was really nice. All right, so that was good, and then the other thing is that what was the other update? The other update was Spider Boy. So, Spider Boy, is that what we should call it? People have asked. So I think 2 weeks ago, I told you guys this story, this horrifying story of this little boy. So that it was obviously in school, and the guy handed the case of the tarantula, and the case opened up, and the tarantula fell on the boy, and it was horrifying. Anyway, we couldn't link that video, and people kept asking,
I could never find it.
I can't find it again. They took it down. Oh. So, because I had forwarded that video to Brianna, I'd forwarded it to Tracy, I had saved it. And I thought, well, that's weird that you can't find it. So I went back to where I originally forwarded it. They took down the video. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why. I mean, and it did make it sound terrible that I thought, and I'm not saying so much it was funny as it was just horrifying. It's one of those things that, you can imagine happening to you, which is why don't stand near me. I don't care that you're holding it. I don't want it to jump on me, because we all of us with fear of spiders, that's what we all think, is that no, that cage is going to open, and it did, and fell on this little boy. And anyway, they took the video down. We can't find it anymore. So anyway, that's the little update on that. And I think the people that, because I kept saying, oh yeah, I'll find it and I'll link it, and
we can't find it.
I can't find you again, who I said that to, all of you guys that I said that to say, oh, wait, it's down. But anyway, no more video. So that was the update on that. And then, and I guess we'll get to the music thing in a little bit, because I had promised you guys a gardening story about Pa. Oh. And so, So here's the thing. So a little background information first is that our area, we live right there where the retreat center is also there, kind of on that property, and then the second retreat center is across the alley from us. So it's a fairly large area, and we've got flower beds, and we've got the big strawberry garden, we've got the raspberry patch, we've got 2 vegetable garden areas, we've got that big pollinator garden. But the big thing is that Pa is all about concrete.
Yes.
Concrete. And so we've got about 50 pots. And I know everybody's going to say, oh, but what about all of the little black tube line, whatever that stuff is called? Mm-hmm. And that's true. We can add all of that stuff, but part of it is that we're still kind of in a construction zone. There's still not a construction zone, but there's still a lot of things that we're changing and moving around a little bit. And even the pots, I change my mind a lot where those pots are going to go. And our big back deck is wood, and it's probably...
It's
20 years old. So we're ripping that out. So we don't want to do work to have to do it again. So in the meantime, we drag a hose. And by we, I mean me. It takes about an hour and a half to water. And we water every night. Normally in August, I water twice a day. But for some reason, it hasn't been super, super hot. So it's once a day. So every evening, I'm out there for about an hour and a half. Well, last Thursday night... it was kind of a stressful day. There was a lot of weird stuff and that had happened, and then I had a late afternoon, which went into evening appointment. Nice. And so I had called Dad, and I said, well, I'm going to be home late, and if you could start watering for me. Now, I don't often ask him to help me water, and the reason that I don't is because she's going to throw it down.
He doesn't do it the way you want it.
He doesn't. And more than that, what will happen is if he helps me garden, he will have opinions.
We don't need none of that. You should read this. I don't care. No, I'm going to do it today.
It's my garden. I take care of it. I get to decide what goes where.
We should really pull these. No. Yeah.
Is this a weed? You don't know. It has pretty yellow flower on it. I like it. So,
What do you mean that sagebrush? That ain't sagebrush.
But look at the flower. It's so tall and green.
A little poppy.
Okay, I'm not that bad.
She's not.
I'm a little bit.
She knows the bad ones.
I mean, I do know the bad ones. But if there's flowers, who's to say? Anyway, so I don't often ask him to help me water because it's my garden. And so I like to make the decisions. But anyway, that particular night, just a bunch of other things. And so it's like, gosh, if you can just start for me, I'll be home late. And then, so after I was done here, I did go to the grocery store, picked up my order, got home, and then, and still, I was just kind of a little, how you get when you have kind of a bad day. So then I get home. Another little thing, the little important piece to this story, is that on my street where I live, at the very end of my street, the end of the block, opposite side, there's a little, I don't know if I was supposed to say homeless encampment, but that's kind of, it's not really an encampment, and maybe they're not homeless because there is a little, it's a gal's backyard, so there's one woman that's living in her tool shed, there's one young couple that's living in like a trailer, a little camp trailer that's back there, and then there's a tent where there's another guy that lives there. So I don't know what the definition of homeless is anymore. I think it changes a lot. But anyway, they live in her backyard, which is perfectly okay. We don't have any problem with that. It doesn't affect me in any way. I totally don't care. They're just there. Well, now what's happened is there's this great big humongous like Winnebago thing, humongous, that is parked on our same street. Takes up like 4 parking spots. Again, doesn't affect my life in any way. I know the guy that's living there. I love he has a little rat dog that comes over and barks at me and Axel. He's super cute, totally harmless. He lives there. I kind of like him, but he's plugging into the neighbor's house and whatever. I don't know. That particular guy has a pickup with a canopy on it that's filled with all of his homeless accoutrements, I guess, that's parked over in front of our house on the side. I also don't care about that. You can park there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect us in any way. I don't see it. It doesn't really matter. But now I care, because now what's happened is the guy whose place he's parked in front of, his friend, also has a lot of cars, and now he's parking his car in front of my house. Ooh, so now, right there in front, by my front door, so in front of our little house, I park in the front. Pa has his commuter car that's behind me, and then it's Pa's pickup. And that's all the space we have, is for those 3 things. So Gary is now parking his car in the front. He kind of feels like he's hugging the stop sign, and he's up as far as he can go, but there is not room for 4 vehicles in front of my house, right outside my kitchen window, right outside my front door. And so he's trying to squish it, and Pa's moved his pickup back, and Pa's moved his car back. But if I'm the last one there, one of us has to parallel park. Okay, it's not that I can't parallel park.
She's calling the valet.
Pa!
Park car, please.
I can do it!
I'd call valet. The same. Jingle, jingle.
I can do it, but as all of you know, if you parallel park, man, you better start right. You better be right up next to that car with your tail all the way up before you go in, and you better not cut in too soon, and you better not cut in too late. So you better be absolutely not distracted while you're doing it. But if you can do it, because when I'm in the right frame of mind, you can do
it, and it feels such an accomplishment. Yeah,
I can do it. If I feel like I'm being watched, not so good. But anyway, and here's the other thing: I have no other choices, right? So this was the rest of this story: is that across the street, I can't park there. On the front side of I can't park there because there's another pickup there. This is my only spot, and I have to parallel park. So I get home
with your big old breathy dog.
I can only imagine all the. You're
between
right,
the seats
because
out the window where you're supposed to look.
And she has her feet right on that little arm thing that's in between the front seats, and she's, and here's the little rat dog, so she's, so I got all this going on, and I'm, elbowing this big red, get sit down. I've got to be able to see. I can't see anything. Not feeling it. Super grumpy anyway. And let's just say my car was parked. We're just going to leave it at that. Get out of the car, go in, and take the groceries in. And then I thought, well, I'm just going to go out and check on Pa, you know, see how far he's gotten. Maybe he'll finish the whole thing, and I can go ahead and put the groceries away and make dinner.
Uh-oh.
He's sitting
in his chair?
On the chair. In the we have this outside patio. He's sitting, having his beer, feet up, watching the park guys play basketball. And I said, "What? I thought you were going to water." He said, "Well, I'm done." Look at my wife. I was like, "You can't possibly be done." He says, "Yeah, I'm done. I don't know why it takes you so long to water. I'm done." And I said, "Oh." So I kind of walk around a little bit and I look and it's like, "Oh." And I said, okay, so then I'm, you know, like inside, I'm ready to just, you know, when he's just had enough, you know, so I'm being very careful to, you know, try not to say anything. And he says, what? What? And I said, well, I don't understand, you know, why when I ask you to water, you hear me say water. What I really meant was garden. What I really meant was that when you're watering, you have to deadhead, you have to pick the strawberries, you have to pick the vegetables, you have to squish the squash bugs, you have to pull any weeds that you see, you have to fill the bird bath, you have to fill the seeds, what's it called, the bird feeder. You have to wrap the tomatoes, pull off any little suckers. You know, there's all of these things that as you're going, I mean, I carry a couple things with me because it's not just watering. I'm going to turn that water on and set that hose down for a minute because I'm doing all of these other things around it, you know, all of this stuff. And so all of those things that didn't get done, all he did was, you know, water everything. And he says, well, but, you know, then you needed to say that. And I said, okay, if I said, will you garden for me? He would have said no. What would that mean to you? You wouldn't even know what that meant anyway. And I said, it's the same problem because now, after I finish gardening, doing what I need to do, but has to be done every single day, I need to go in and I need to make dinner. And what does that mean? So in making dinner, I have to put all of those groceries away, but I have to chop up the vegetables. I have to clean out the refrigerator. I need to throw away the empty container that you put in there and the empty little, you know, thing that had 2 bites of salsa left. I have to move the stuff from the pantry, rotate the pantry stuff. I have to fill up the sugar dish. I have to restock the little coffee bar. I have to unload the dishwasher. I need to scrub out the kitchen sink, put all of those towels, go ahead and start a load of towels in the laundry, sweep the floor. But before I sweep the floor, I have to pick up his shoes, I have to pick up the dog toys, and I have to wipe up that little coffee spill that he made that morning. And I said, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to finish gardening, and then I'm going to go in and make dinner, which means clean the whole house. And I said, so that's okay. I don't expect you to understand, but it's funny that instead of asking you to do one thing, maybe I need to give you a list of the things that you could do to help me, because here it is already, you know, I mean, it's going to be 10 o'clock before I'm done doing the things that I have to do every day before I do the extra things. And so he says, and I mean, I think he can tell that I'm, you know, now to hear. And he says, okay. Responds appropriately, and he says, sorry, I totally get that. I know that you're really busy. I know that you go to bed after me, get up before me. You know, he does appreciate the things that the reason that women can't sleep at night and the things that we have to do at night. And he says, I get it. He says, tell me, what can I do? What do you mean by this? And I says, okay, the big thing, I'm going to do these 2 things. If you could at least, I'm not going to ask him to deadhead. I'm not going to ask him to weed. I would never, ever ask him to do either of those things. I said, but if you can pick the vegetables, pick the strawberries, and I've got some weird branches on the rose bush and on the fruit trees that just need to be cut off. And I find that that's hard for me to do. And I said, if you can do those things, that would be great. And what I'll do is I'm going to go in and make dinner. And do all of that. He says, okay, yeah, totally, he could do that. So I go in and I'm actually starting to feel slightly better, thinking, you know, maybe I just need to every once in a while have a little, Barbie moment with him and, explain, what happens. And so I was feeling pretty good. And then while I'm doing all of my stuff, he kind of apparently worked his way around front, which I'm not sure what he was doing out front. I think when he was, the idea of pruning trees, he kind of went a little crazy. So he went out front, and that one kind of weird one that's up front, he did that one. So what happened was he made it out to my car. I'm going to have to share a picture. So when I said I had pictures, you thought I was going to show some weird picture of something that Pa did gardening. No, this is actually so what happened is after my, my moment of explaining why I was the superior sex and, if only you had estrogen surging through your veins, you would also understand my plight. No. All of that whole great big speech was in just 1 second, it is lost because I don't know if you can tell.
You're on the sidewalk. That's awesome. Yeah. Hey, you parked though.
I did.
No parking ticket for you today.
So what's going on with the car? And I said, you know what?
Don't even. Don't start with me.
It's parked. So it's not that I don't know how. It's that
just had to get the job done.
I was too mad to do it. I said, it's not that I don't know how to parallel park. I was just too angry and I didn't care. And he started to say something. I said, no, wait just 1 minute. I'm getting ready to cook you some fish. I know how to cook fish. Don't make me cook
change
mad.
my mind.
Don't make me mad. Because then I'm still going to cook your fish. Just like I still parked that car.
It's going to be sushi.
He still remembers. Before we ever had kids, we've been married, 39 years. I'm sorry, I was playing with that. So before we had kids, because our oldest child is 32, something had happened. None of us can remember what it was, what small minor thing it was. And, but whatever it was, I was supposed to make him dinner then. And he had this and he still talks about this.
Yeah, he does.
Perfectly cooked hamburger. Perfectly cooked, seasoned, looked fantastic. It was on the bun, all of the chopped veggies, everything. It looked fantastic. Looked all great. He's feeling as if there was going to be no wrath for whatever it was that he did. Took a bite into it. Bloody.
Fully raw. That's awesome.
Fully raw. I reminded him, that took some skill.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so he didn't say anything
good
about my parking job. He did walk across the street and talk to our neighbor. Say, can you give us a little more room?
Yeah, he parked somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't even know what his conversation was. I mean, it was two men having the conversation about, oh my God, this is what I have to live with. So it could have been something entirely inappropriate.
Save me.
I'm glad I didn't hear it.
Save me is what he was saying. The only way to save me is move that. Gotta move it.
This is what I gotta live with. And you don't want her coming across the street right now, right?
Right. In a robe with Sarah. No.
There's some reason, we were thinking about that too, there's some reason that the women that I listen to are these raspy voice. I mean, when I ask to listen to music, when I'm out gardening and I have Pandora play, it's Elle King
I love
and
her.
Miley Cyrus. Raspy, mean women. I like that kind of music, so yeah. Don't make me walk over there. Right?
Them girls will get you some encouragement and you'll just all of a sudden do it.
That's right. That's
hilarious.
So anyway, so it wasn't so much a paw gardening story as it was a I do know how to parallel park.
Ma having a moment.
I don't know, Ma having a moment that was pretty much wasted on my parking. I should have thought that out a little bit. I know. And then music. So it was kind of funny. So I was going to play a song for you. That was a funny voice.
I know. What are you doing with
What's
that
that sound? She's trying to learn how to do raspberries. Uh-oh. You do raspberries? Show them.
She really likes to do it with food in her mouth.
She does. Yep. And she can only do one. You can do it. Show them.
You can do it. You can. Let's try that.
See? So distracting. Anyway, so I listen to on Pandora. It's almost all like older music, you know. And so I just tell them kind of what I like, and then they play music. But it's mostly older genre and older songs. And then, but on the way to work, what's that sound?
What's happening?
Do you want to come out of there?
Are you guys sleepy?
But on the way to work, I have my car set at a radio station, the only radio station that I can get. And it plays all new stuff. So this morning on the way to work, I was listening, and it was like the cutest song. It had like this really great tempo. And so I had asked Tracy. Tracy has a, what's the app? It's called Shazam. And what you can do is that when you hear a song, you can hit the button on this app, and it'll listen to it, and it'll tell you the song. So I have that app, but I don't want to pay for it. I don't want to pay for any of those apps. I could listen to new music too, but I don't want to pay for anything. So I had the app, and it will tell me the song. But if I wanted to replay that song, I have to pay the whatever it is, $2.99 a month. I don't know what Shazam is. So, but I knew that the name of the song was 7. And so I thought, well, I'm going to ask Tracy what those words are, because I was going to play the song for you. Mm-hmm. Because it was this really cute song. So what it does is, it's, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And, and it's like this really cute tune. And then all of a sudden it does this, but I got it, and it's really fast. And I thought, wait, what are you saying? And then all of a sudden it's, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And it's, I know, right? And it's like this cute song. And then it's, and I couldn't make out, I could not catch like a word, not one word of what they were saying. And so I thought, when we got here this morning, I asked Tracy, I said, hey, you have Shazam, right? She goes, yeah. And I said, hey, play the song 7, because I can't get anywhere on my phone for it to play an exact song that I'm asking for. And so she kind of looked at me, 7? And I said, yeah, I don't know who the song is, but I know that that's the singer of the song. And she said, okay. And so she plays it. And so I got the impression distinctly that she knew what the song was. And so she plays it. And so what I was doing is I was recording her playing it. And I was going to play it for you guys to hear it and for you to listen to it. To play the words, to say, oh my gosh, listen to this. Because I'm thinking I'm old, Yeah. And so I can't think fast enough to, hear that. But you always know, because I'll always think they're saying something where it's, Mom, that's not what the words to the song
It's not standing in an ice chest.
Standing in an ice chest. It's standing in a nice dress, which makes more sense than standing in an ice chest. So that happens on every new song. I cannot figure out what they're saying. So I oftentimes will ask her, what are they saying? So I was going to play this to see how many of you got the words, to see if Brianna got the words. I'm not going to play it. It is really, really bad what they're saying. Oh, no. Really, really bad.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, really bad. So I'm just going to say, here's what I want to say about that. It was playing on the radio at 8 o'clock in the morning while I was driving to work.
I don't know if the radio has the same rules as like TV commercials.
So do you think that the word that I heard when Tracy played it?
It could have been, my guess is you guys were listening to probably the explicit version, because usually they do not, they don't play the explicit version on the radio.
Oh.
But then once you hear the real stuff, they really are saying the F-bomb or some inappropriate drug.
Totally the F-bomb.
Yeah. So my guess is you guys were listening to the explicit version. There is probably a less naughty version that they play on the radio. And that's what I would search.
Because I felt so bad because it was like cute. Because I thought, I want to hear that song again. Mm-hmm. Because it was like, it was really cute. I mean, I could only make out a couple words. But the tune of it, and I kind of liked that he was talking so fast that I couldn't understand it. But I'll bet you're right. Because I feel like I would have recognized, because as soon as Tracy played it,
you're horrified. Not that one.
Wait. That's not it. And
I'll look it up. I bet they have their song on YouTube that has the lyrics, and there's probably a non-explicit song. I'll find you one that you probably heard on the radio.
And maybe if we can find one,
I'll link it in the I'll link
because
it in the
it's a
description.
cute song. But then I think I don't even know if I want to listen to the non-explicit
To encourage
version.
that kind
to
of behavior.
encourage them.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that there's some things we don't have to think about, and what the whole song is about is what he's going to do to her.
Ooh. You don't want to
Sorry.
know that.
No. So how do you even change those words?
I don't know.
Anyway, I felt super bad because it was such a cute song, and then it's like getting a nice piece of chocolate and finding out that what's in the middle of it is, you know, a green bean or something. I mean, really. And maybe that
Your
would be
cake
good.
pop, that's a Brussels sprout.
Your pizza crust is cauliflower. No! I'm not eating that!
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
Bummer.
I know it!
Thank you for not sharing it with us.
I know. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. All right, what else? Let's see. The quilt behind us.
Triadazzle. We don't know if you've seen this one. Have you seen it? Have you seen it?
She wants to see it because it's orange.
It's right here, look. Look at this. Here. Look at this one. Wait, what are you doing with your chair? So it is a Triadazzle. It is all batiks, greens and rusts. Oh.
Doesn't sound like she's gonna like pop a blood vessel
Oh, man.
in her eye.
You're turning purple. Don't push so hard. So yeah, and this one was with 10-inch squares again. I know the pattern called for, I think, like 13 or 14-inch squares. You can totally do that. I just like, you know, this was just stashed batiks that I had already cut into 10-inch pieces. A cute little orangey pink sashing. So I didn't know if you'd seen this one yet. So
It's pretty cute. It is, and we've talked about her Triadazzle video before. It is still remains our #1 viewed video each month. Nothing
awesome.
takes it out of the #1, and you are at like 985,000. You've not reached 1 million yet.
ooh, wow. Crazy.
Yeah,
It's
it's
crazy.
a good video. It's really good. And your block of the month.
Yeah, Color Dance went up yesterday.
We're finally getting caught up. Apologize.
Month 2 is up. It's a little bit of a doozy, but you're gonna love it.
You are going to love it because I think even just knowing how to do that block, because she also gives you a little tip of, okay, if you're not doing this, if you just want to make this block, do it this way.
Yeah.
Because it's a chain block, you know, which is like a big X that'll just make this whole design on the whole quilt when you put it together, and you can put anything in those alternating blocks. So it really is a fun block that you want to know how to make anyway, and you're just such an easy. I think there was a couple times that I was behind the camera going, oh, yes.
That's a good idea.
Oh, yeah, bless you.
So that went up yesterday. Yeah, and then box opening tonight.
Box opening tonight. I feel like there's something else that's coming up, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it was a surprise.
Next week is a piece block.
Isn't there something coming up on Thursday? No.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try. I think we were talking about it the other day. We want to do like there's a lot of cute collections that are out in the shop. That
Oh, a throwback Thursday.
Yeah, a little throwback. We're gonna go out. Oh, are you okay? That hurt.
That was a collarbone. Go ahead.
Go back and see some collections that may have been snubbed by something way cuter that I showed on a regular box opening. So we're just going to go on Thursday, show 2 really cute collections that might have a panel left, maybe some pre-cuts left, or maybe just a really cute collection. So we're going to go back and do those. They're not really going to clearance because there's enough of it, but just something that we think you need to
second
see.
look.
Yeah.
A second look Saturday.
Yeah. So it's not going to be
throwback Thursday. When are we going to do it? We're going to do it tomorrow.
I think we're going to do it tomorrow. So it's not going to be super brand new. It'll probably be a couple months old. But maybe it's something that you thought we were out of, that maybe you missed it. You never know. Or
maybe you thought we sold out immediately, which sometimes happens, but you know, we never know. It's kind of funny. We tend to show, generally there's about 3 collections or 4 collections on a box opening, and oftentimes something, it's like, oh, everybody bought all this Christmas, so this Christmas, you know, there's a bunch left or whatever. And sometimes that's what happens, is that there's oftentimes a true winner that everybody got. Not that the other one wasn't cute. It was just that if you could only pick one, that was the one that people were picking.
So we're going to do that on Thursday, and we might do it regularly-ish. Maybe, every other week or something. But we were out there cleaning and flossing. Oh, they need to see this. I even have a sample made of this one, and it's just stinking cute. And one of them had pre-cuts left. And so.
And the other thing that we quickly forgot about is we have to do that video on laundry.
Oh, yeah, our laundry one. We could try to film it tomorrow.
We'll try to film it tomorrow, and we'll try to get that up for you maybe Friday or Saturday. We'll try to get that up, and I just have to type up that list.
Yeah, I think it's good. And I think, again, we're going to do one for the quilter to see, so you guys to see, all of those fun things, and then do a really fast one that you can share with whoever you're gifting the quilt to.
Yeah.
And they can easily see how they're supposed to launder it if they don't want to bring it home. Gosh. Little Miss Grabby Fingers. I got it.
Woohoo! Get it! I got these. All right.
Alrighty.
All right. So we'll see you
tonight at 5 o'clock.
Tonight.
Box opening. All right. Have a great day.
Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.